Hello there and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.2 preview playthrough as the Hapes Consortium. In the last episode, we took Sereno and made the Empire into Great Warlord Zinj. We are in the opening phases of preparing for an invasion of the CSA as well, based on the results of the poll here on Twitch. So we are going to take a couple weeks of focusing a bit more on building up our economy before we let any bad things happen. I'm not sure where that enemy fleet was approaching, but it's possibly somewhere. Tachum, I'm gonna slap her on to Hapes. Oh, that's nice of him. That's what that was. But we do want to get some of these ground forces up. Okay, cool. We actually, I thought I remembered queuing those up. So we have enough ground forces that I'm probably going to be able to attack Yavin. And we'll continue building up our fleet. So we need a tender in one of the fleets. So let's get Pocahontas. And we're going to move Tachum over here so we can get a discount on Mater to 3 hay pipe.
Constructing unit.
Then we'll go to Contrum. Were we building a ship over here? No, that was before. That was in the before time. That's 65 pop. That should actually be enough on top of our other stations to defend. It'd be really cool if the New Republic were able to take Slaheron and Kessel. Because they're doing fine on this side, I think. Yeah, they're... Actually, there hasn't been much movement between the New Republic and Ariadu. But the New Republic has almost connected their territory by going through the Mid-Rim and core. So if they can take back Chardon and maybe take Glomtho, then they'll be winning. But they're often able to get a good amount done by just sticking in hut space too. So if they can cut off Thanos from the Imperials from Greater Maldrood, then that could be nice for us too. All right, I don't know why I paused that when we're still trying to stuff together here. Taking Commodore, I'd really like to have Commodore if we're defending, because then that's a level 4 station rather than level 3. They took Roche. Yeah, I think we gotta just let that be. Okay, let's go into Yavin before they've built anything up here. And invade whatever they got. The last battle in the Zinj campaign was probably much harder than this is going to be. Get the anti-infantry. Let's get some more of them.
Awaiting your command. I will be there soon.
2 of you get in, 2 of you
so
over there.
Do you have a plan?
You gotta get into the
I'm here. Yes.
Oh, don't like that. Maybe we don't do this then.
What is it, Commander? What is your order? As you wish.
Change of plans.
Where's the next target?
Yeah, they don't have any structures, so but I'm gonna try to get out past there.
What do you need?
All right, man. I got that.
Awaiting instructions.
Let's see what we can grab on this side.
Awaiting orders. Fall out, troops. We've got to move out. Let's go.
Go this way. That's just an ATAA, which is scary to their air units, but shouldn't be as scary to these guys. And let's move out. You know, you tried. I appreciate the trying. Okay. You gotta... You're getting wrecked by that. Alright. Go... We need one to come over to this side. You're gonna go and get the capturable. Now, infantry... Or anti-infantry and infantry. Over here. I'm not sure if that's going to be swamp speeders or... yeah, swamp speeders. You need to take cover. You don't just not take cover. That's my bad. Now go and actually get the sensor. Can you hit that from that far away? Okay, nope. Go in. And get further down the hill. That should be good for the infantry. You're almost there. I know it's my fault for not clicking far enough, but... I'm still gonna blame you. See all the little kids anyway. I think when I rigged the updated Galney troopers, I made the regular cape and infantry, the house guards, so that the cape is only on the commander levels rather than being on all of them, just for some extra differentiation there.
I am waiting. On my way.
What kind of turrets are they? That's AV and that's AA. This is the scariest one. A9. You should all be able to kill that together. You may as well get closer. You have other weapons that'll be useful against it. And what kind are you? You are Host Guard. You have the AV. That's why I want the Raccoon. I want the heavier weapons versions with us as well. What are we dealing with elsewhere? Some infantry there. They have like a field base and anything on it? Just the field base? Alright, get down. Guys, come on. You can go straight there. That's anti-infantry. Not anti-vehicle. So, you know what, if we're just gonna kill the field base with it, we may as well do that first. Is that the last of their units? That actually might be it. Oh. We'll look around then. That's more infantry coming. I guess they were just on a walk earlier. Which is understandable, but probably not the best time for it. That was a probably premature deployment of the bombs. Oh. The grapes have conquered Yavin with their wrath. Where are you going to keep the deployable bombs on a step? With the ISPs, they have a nice big platform. You can just keep them on the floor, toss them out. So what are you going to do on the step? They're barely hanging on themselves. It, it, just doesn't work. It 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 just doesn't work. Alright, so it's only 5 CSA planets here. Telos is going to be one of the harder ones. I think it's 3 harder ones, 2 easier ones. But they're all such good money. Like, what a nice little economic zone we could have if we have the CSA territory. I think we can get up to about 8k credits with what we have currently. Don't get to build that. I get some money out of that. So this is where we're gonna get recouped because we're not building a tax agency here. Achum. Why go for Contrim? I think I should go for Contrim. Or Commodore, not Contrim. Why do I always do that? It's just so much easier to hold it. Let's see what we can get out of it. Okay, Commodore. Or this is Contra. Why don't I just rename them the other direction? Whatever. So let's get Shield of the Consortium. And that's like a Bantha.
Tactical battle imminent.
This may not be doable. I'm just kind of hoping they don't have too much here. We'll retreat if we have to. I didn't want to spend the 400 credits on the Vision just yet. Well, we're still building up. Okay, this is the thing we can do. I have an IEC.
Reinforcements en route.
Especially if we have the double tenders there. That should... Plus the neutron.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en
Which neutron are you? That's Shunan's pleasure yacht. We got our command bonus. They're leaving the ISD high and dry.
Ready for orders.
Powered shields on. And
Need to break off.
alright. I don't know what they'll have on the ground. I really should scout that out for the ground. When we're this pressed for ground units.
There's one on me.
Now that I've already committed without the ground info,
Scanner contact behind me. I've got my
I don't know.
vector. They're coming around.
because they only have one structure, and I can't imagine they'd keep a giant stack of units on the ground if they were
Target's coming in fast. Loosen up. Watch
if they were planning on attacking other places.
I've been hit. Lasers linked and ready.
Maybe that's going to be a bad call for me, but I think we can handle whatever they have.
They're calling their fire. Crossfire. Swinging around.
And it's just I think it's worth the resources now to take the planet rather than waiting for them to build it up more.
Increase to full throttle.
Then we can just leave the planet or leave this fleet there or here.
Roger that. Fire at will. Engage. Enemy unit disabled.
Because that'll be Karita, Ord Mantell, and Commodore as kind of the only 3 planets we need to build up on the edge of the core right now. They can all build up pretty well, and then we can keep focusing on the north and just like surround the core entirely.
That's got him. Watch your six.
We won't even invade the core until last.
I copy. Reporting.
We'll take the rest of the galaxy first.
Get him off me. Look out.
Eh,
Scanner contact behind me. Scanner
stop it.
contact behind me.
What am I doing?
Some damage. We're too close. We're too close. Look out. Try not to let one on your tail. I've got a pick.
Now, Oh, okay.
I'm losing power. Enemy unit disabled. Decrease to full throttle. Try not to let one on your tail. Yes, sir. That's got him.
But now that the release date's been announced for Thrawn's Revenge for the YouTube posting of this,
Yes, Commander.
hope you're all looking forward to that. And hopefully there hasn't been a massive problem we've discovered since I recorded the video and posted it announcing that. Just having a few days lag on that is that can lead to bad things happening. Just jinx it. We've had so many situations where in the last few release cycles where we'll like have things going fairly well, and then we'll just decide to do, we'll do this one more thing, or where like I'll do a hotfix, and then that just ruins everything, even though it seems like a safe hotfix. So I'm just kind of done with all that right now. Just keep things as controlled as we possibly can. Which I assume that has to be kind of frustrating for some of the beta testers. They're like, oh yeah, there's this thing we're probably not going to do anything about that right now. But when you've got the Jenga tower just standing, you don't touch it anymore. And then when the next release cycle starts, you just take up that and just fucking go at it. Beat the ever-loving shit out of it. Sometimes some of the out-of-scope stuff, depending on how well other stuff goes, does get pushed up into the current builds. Like if it's simple enough and we've finished enough of the other stuff that we're planning on, we can just like purely dedicate testing to that. But it's sometimes it's like bigger scope projects that we're not planning to do until the next release. Because some of the devs need to be encouraged to like have a nap instead of just plugging away at files, making themselves crunch for a non-paying job. Which I do sometimes as well, but I don't have anyone telling me to stop. And then I repeatedly regret it. Because it's like, oh, well, look what you broke, Corey, good job. But like you have the release crunch where we've been in beta for Fall of the Republic since like early December. It's now going to be April. So that's like 4 months of the year that we're in release mode. So then you have like the period just after release where everyone's like, oh, look at how much stuff we have to do to set up for the next stuff. Then you're in the middle and it's like, oh, look at how much shit there is to do. We should really all work on that. And yeah, like there's a certain point in every release where I just say like we're not adding anything else to this, and then like a week later I'll add something else. But you hit a point where it's like, okay, this is as much content as we're adding in this release. Anything else that you try to do goes to next time, which is why we have a folder of ever increasing future content. All right, let's see. We have another starbase construct. Yeah, we do have another shipyard there. And another one is up there. So let's get these ones we've had already. Get Hiccup and Toothless. And Hape and Warlord Star. Well, the Oz does seem to have taken up charts as a way to procrastinate modeling. So rather than like take an actual break from modeling, or from mod work or anything, he'll just go and do the charts, which are very useful, but not really a break. And like for me, my modding break from TR issues this week was going and coding the Revan's Revenge units that Philo did. Philo's break from work was doing like the entire Revan's Revenge ground rosters. Nolan does the same thing, and Triton's in chat saying he does the same thing. So at a certain point, it like just breaks on. No one's touching shit for a while. Or at least like keep the scope manageable on what we're working on. Okay, we need to move her in, and this goes to Gray's fleet. We want to just invade Commodore. We don't know what they have.
Invasion commencing.
Doesn't look like it's actually that much. It'd be a bigger stack if it wasn't. So that's good. Like, I don't do as much mod work as I'd like to. But kind of like going between streaming videos, the mod,
What is my next objective?
on a constant cycle.
Choose your reinforcements.
So my problem is I just haven't found a way to add more time to my day.
I'm here. Moving to that location.
Moving out.
Yes.
Because if I had more time,
Heading out.
then
Standing
I might be able to do more.
Order acknowledged. Awaiting your orders. Let's go.
What is it, Commander?
But at least streaming Empire at War counts as testing, which is kind of related to
What
mod
is
work.
your order?
And sometimes there's stuff I can stream working on, but that's relatively rare.
Moving to position.
Especially if I want to like listen to a podcast or watch a show or something while I work on the mods, which is like the only time I usually get
What do
to
you need? Of course.
do that kind of stuff. So otherwise I'd be like streaming with a Critical Role episode on or something. Which I don't know what their position on co-streamers would be.
Adjusting
I am
navigation.
waiting.
Abandoned sensor
Right
array.
away. Heading out, sir. Course.
Oh, get all the way out. There we go. Alright, now you deploy. Let's start getting infantry in that side. Oh, you leave. Everyone get out of there. That sucks. Lost one of them.
Station confirmed. Reporting. Position.
Oh, come out of here.
Yes, sir. Commander. Order acknowledged.
Okay, no, they just haven't deployed yet.
Awaiting your command.
I thought I might have lost
What is
more of
my
the heavy
next
vehicles.
Ready
So
out.
be it.
Yes, right away. Awaiting your orders. Reporting.
Alright, you're gonna go down where you can help the most.
Ready for action. Coordinates received. Right away.
And now sit there.
Ready. Yes, sir. Roger. Yes, sir.
We can start coming up behind in here. Because they are mostly dying. So that is pretty epic. I mean, I'm not a fan of death for the most part, but for these digital jerks who are fighting my forces in a Star Wars game, I don't want to take a controversial stance here, but alright. High ATSD. Yeah, Black Wolf.
Awaiting your orders. Reporting. Ready.
Alright. That is... That's most of their main force there. Alright, can we get, Floatington over there? Probably should have moved Floatington up a bit more. Kill it, kill it. Do it now. Damn. No? Okay. Yeah, you are.
Form up. Keep going.
Can you actually hit the
Attack.
house?
Yes, sir.
The house? Where's the light guys? If that's anti-infantry, I don't need to worry about that killing our forces. Are you gonna get in range? Cool. Can you hit that too?
Reporting. Roger. Commander. Location confirmed.
I don't like how much damage this is taking, but I think we should be able to bombard all of it. Alright, it's another 2M coming up here. You all can just take cover. Nope, I need to press the right buttons sometimes. My biggest problem in video games is not pressing the right button at the right time. Not to be too broad about it, but if I were to classify my video game problems in one way, it'd be that. If I could just get down always pressing the right button at the right time, then I'd be much farther in Elden Ring right now.
System control achieved.
Well, that's also more of a I need to actually launch Elden Ring problem. Okay. Commodore is staying in our possession this time. We're not moving our fleet away from it. We're going to keep at least some forces with any stations we're holding on to. Look, Ek, he's finished Elden Ring, so when am I going to play it? I was mostly playing it with him. So if he's playing it on his own and with me, then he's going to be much farther ahead of me. And if beyond that point, if he's done, like, am I just going to go play on my own? Who plays video games on their own? Who plays single-player video games on their own? I could stream it, but I don't know. I don't know if me repeatedly doing the same thing and then swearing at the screen a lot is gonna go over. I do wanna play more of it and finish it. It's I don't have like Ilkin from Kings and Generals was on TapCaf this week or last week. We did Vector Prime, and he summed up my feelings pretty well, I think, saying he doesn't have the time to invest in getting good enough to beat the game. Which streaming can help get around. Not a thing that I've been doing. Alright. Tachum, you can go over to the other land of shipyards for more discounts.
Nebulon B frigate here.
I think we want to start off another fleet on Ethor. Even if we don't want to build up too many other defenses, I think having the ion cannon is something we need right now. So the ion cannon, that, and that. We also want Bandamir's mine, or tax agency. Invading Contrum. I think we can get Tachum there.
Moving out.
Which isn't a huge amount of extra power.
Approaching.
They are going for Ether.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Get over there. You're gonna get another battle dragon. that's the ground units coming in next. And we're gonna get Ghost Knight's Revenge there.
Tactical battle imminent.
No! You weren't supposed to actually invade. They made it. Well, I want that money back just in case. It's not going to help me on the ground battle. We might be able to do it with some smart investments. But the garrisons aren't even really set up with their own units yet, so...
Yes, can do. T2B over.
What is it, Commander?
Try to take
What is your order?
some reinforcement points. Got the huge Haven building.
What do you need?
T2B, copy.
Awaiting instructions. I am waiting.
This is probably a good place for a
As you wish.
Heading out, sir.
ground-to-air cannon.
It is about time. Acknowledged.
And let's get
I copy.
that one.
Secure the landing
Ready.
zone. We secure the landing zone.
I
Standing by.
Building
that
Awaiting your
one.
command.
Come over here.
Armor ready. On it, sir. Ready to roll.
Up there. We want AV.
What is my next objective?
construction complete.
Form up. Course plotted. Fall
See if we
out.
can have all of these.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
There, a rebel.
Awaiting order. Ready.
Do you have a plan?
Is this the field hospital?
Construction complete.
They're in this direction.
Yeah.
I'm here.
A little bit farther.
Yes.
Maybe
Right away.
useful for us, right?
Advancing.
Moving.
Let's move out. Avoiding
If I must.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Alright, this is gonna be
Yes, Commander.
AI, and this is gonna be
Ready.
that.
Advance.
And I think we want another AA turret.
Sights.
I kind of want to see if we can
Construction complete.
win the battle by taking their landing zone.
Over there. I copy.
So if we can just keep pushing in here,
What is your order?
another possibility. So this is only a B5. It's not the most dangerous of juggernauts.
Come on, men. This way.
Okay, so protection. Because the PA has
Where's the next target?
not the best of the regular infantry, but they do have a lot of good infantry out of their field bases. Like they have a lot of specialized infantry out of their field bases.
Construction complete.
What do you need?
But as long as they only have the one, oh shit.
Let's go. We can cover you. I copy. Right out, men.
That's gonna be rough to get into.
Awaiting instructions. Heading out.
Providing backup.
I am waiting.
Right, we might need to stay back a bit.
Yes, sir. Keep going.
What do you wish? It is about time.
We need to kill...
Ready. It will be done.
Yes, Commander. Fire.
We need to kill the siege towers. might mean they're landing stuff. Okay, they can't actually land anything now. I'm not aware of Order 66 and 65 being broken. So, no. I know there's been a few reports of it, but I'm pretty sure most people have been able to do it. So I don't know what's going on there exactly. More hotfixes for point 2 are also very unlikely, given how much of a fucking hellhole trying to fix other hots. Yeah, the issues with Vader not spawning is not something that's likely to be hotfixed, but Order 66 and 65 do work.
Attack for the rebellion. Fire
What
forward.
is my next objective?
All right, men, take cover.
I will shoot.
Open fire.
Right. All it cost us was like $6,000 in field bases and turrets, but
Fire at will.
we have stopped the PA advance once again.
Open fire.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, they did what they had to.
Attack the target.
Are victorious.
T2B, copy.
Yeah, the Order 66 itself happens after that. You actually get quite a lot of time before any of them go away. The timing for the events after Order 66 and 65 probably go down in the future, but it is on a delay. But the pace of the game is fairly different from...
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh shit. Look at that. I'm gonna cancel you. They are attacking. What do you have? You have a strike cruiser. That's 4 ISDs. Seems to be the magic number right now. Alright, let's see if we can hold that. We haven't been able to move into the CSA just yet, but we are in a better position with all our stuff.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Weapons online. Weapons charged.
I get back here.
Frequency open.
Reinforcements en route.
Ideally, I don't want to lose this station,
Frigate en route.
but it shouldn't be too difficult to actually win this one. A lot of, like, the VSDs and smaller ships are a problem.
Ready for action.
What? Tachum
Frigate moving out.
over there.
Frigate standing by.
She's still not tenderizing. We do have stronger garrisons right now from the older stuff.
Ready for command.
Ion cannon.
Alright, they're not actually leaving it behind this time. I lied. See if they will after that. We can just hit all of them with the ion cannon. Really fuck them up. We should have enough time to get everyone back home on their own.
Calling for me, sir. Attacking the lasers. Ball out. Roger that. Form up. Let's move out. Let's go. Awaiting orders.
I mean, if the Star Home doesn't have the size changes already, then it'll get them. But beyond that, like sometimes you'll still have shit looping really far around. There's not necessarily much about that in all situations. Part of it may be like the model scale,
Keep going.
in which case when it's redone,
Reporting.
that
This way.
might change things, but it's
Moving to destination.
Ion cannon available.
Our space station is under attack.
Empire Warpath finding is what it is, ultimately.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Firing. Ready. Target confirmed.
We can kill Neoman. I'd really appreciate that, because that is still tier 5.
Try not to let one on your tail. I'll try
Tier 5 bonus for him.
We're heading out. Close enough. Location confirmed. Copy. Target's coming in fast. Keep your eyes open. Target's coming in fast. Target's coming
Sometimes, like, station sizes and ranges and all that
The enemy has got locked.
factor into it.
Encountering resistance. I've got a problem.
Whole thing.
I've got it lined up. Frigate reporting. Stay in attack formation. I've got a fix. That's got him. Rendezvous at Mark 6.1. Got one. Stay in attack formation. I'm in range. Nebulon B frigate here. Targeting at maximum ready for action. Crossfire. Primary target deployed. Weapons online. Weapons charged. No good. I can't maneuver.
I'd like you all to shoot, but I don't want you all to be shot.
Over there.
That's, I guess, the perennial issue with
Station ready. We're drawing their fire.
any of this.
Standing by. Loosen up. They're coming around. I need help here.
At least hit the heavies.
Loosen up.
Get over there.
Available.
Got an ion cannon. See if we can ion cannon any of you.
Frequency open. Frigate responding. Scanner contact behind me. Our target priority is the laser cannon. Scanner contact ready for action. I need help.
You don't go further up.
Keep your eyes open. We're drawing their fire. They're coming around.
Got another battle dragon.
At your command.
Okay, we haven't lost any health on the station yet.
Priority is the laser cannon. No good. I can't maneuver.
You come around there,
Behind me. Crossfire.
and you.
Stabilize. Frigate standing by. I'm hit. I'm hit. I copy. Look out. I can't shake him. We're drawing their fire.
Need to make sure the hero doesn't. Okay, just stay on whichever side is going to be easiest for you to know.
On my tail. No good. I can't maneuver. Target's coming in fast. They're coming around. Decoding transmission. Last with stabilize approach. Keep your eyes open.
You don't want to go too far in either.
Roger that. Moving to coordinates. I'm in range. Ready for action.
Space station damaged.
Loosen up.
Well, we've lost a lot of that, but it's still
Got one.
worth.
For maximum firepower.
It's just not ideal that we'd have to.
Open fire on those. I'm in range.
Nope, stop it.
Increase to full throttle. That's it. Scratch
I guess just powder weapons. Well, stuff is down.
command available. Form up. Preparing for combat. Stay in attack formation. Ready for orders.
And Chelik or Alicia?
Got a fix.
Chelik, you can come for the VSD.
For maximum firepower. At your command.
Yeah, we haven't lost any health on the station either.
One boarding in. I'm in bad shape. Increase to full throttle. Ready for command. Enemy unit disabled. Waiting orders. That's got him.
Shun is still good.
Stay in attack formation. They're coming around.
Do they have their own tender around here? Oh, yes, they do.
Copy. Receiving message. That's got him. Locked on. Open fire. Break off. We're drawing their fire. Okay, that's
ISD is probably still more important.
Is under attack.
Calling for me, sir. 3-2, full throttle. Ready for action.
But we have held.
Target. Enemy unit disabled. Loosen up.
Just in case they decide they want to retreat or something.
Reporting. Moving to attack position.
Achum, kill that.
Hold on.
Alright.
Hold on.
What can we ion cannon?
Got one. Frigate reporting. Forward. Station ready.
They are going for their retreat.
Nebulon B frigate here.
I think one of the Tartans might get away. So we lost a Terraphon, we lost a Nova, and we lost at least something else. We lost Invictus, like a Bantha, Redeemer, and Venerable Warrior. Very sad, but they held up their end of the bar. So we'll finish off
Vehicle
cleaning up Rancor Queen. We'll get Tapening here.
Unit
Supernova
in
Scotia. But I think that is going to do it for tonight. So tomorrow night, that's Thursday night, we will be doing a TapCaf Transmissions episode on the Halo TV show, the first 2 episodes of that. Then on Friday, or after TapCaf, on Thursday night, we will still be doing another stream. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Miek and Charlie, I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow night. But on Friday, there will be a single stream Galactic Conquest as the Galactic Republic, probably doing the Foros campaign. So there won't be any stream this Sunday, because I am not going to be home for that. But we'll be back to recording with Zinj on next Monday, and we'll be continuing with the Apens next Friday. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you have a good night, and hope to see you next time. Bye.